Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be something that I haven't done for quite a while now here on my channel, and that is a makeup tutorial. And this isn't really a fancy schmancy makeup tutorial. It's actually going to be my updated mommy makeup routine. So I actually went a little bit more simpler and more minimalistic than my other mommy makeup routine. If you guys have not seen that, I'll put it on the card somewhere over here, but you will see how minimalistic I go with this makeup, and it does really take me about 10-15 minutes tops. Of course, with filming a video, it's going to take me more than 10-15 minutes obviously, but I wanted to share with you guys an updated makeup routine for all of you guys who are mommies, or for anyone else who is in a rush but you want to look put together whenever you're running errands or just put together in general. This is for you guys. And side note, I actually did try to film this yesterday, and for some reason the whole entire video did not save on my SD card. But the weird thing is that the pictures that I took for the still pictures that I took for like options for a YouTube cover or YouTube thumbnail did save on my SD card. So I have no idea what's going on, but we'll just go with the flow today, and hopefully it saves on my SD card. But yeah, anyway, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys have not done so already, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on any of my future uploads. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and start this makeup routine for mommies and anybody who is living a busy lifestyle. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair back. So if you guys are new to my channel, I do have 4 kids. So I'm a mom of 4, and I have a 14-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 4-year-old. She just turned 4 a few weeks ago, and a soon-to-be 2-year-old. So life as a mom is quite busy, and if you guys are also new to my channel, I am also a mom who is in a wheelchair. So that's a very long story. If you guys want to see what happened or hear what happened, I do have a video that I actually kind of talked about it, so I'll list that down in the description box as well as on the screen somewhere on the card. But it's a challenging job, but it's a rewarding job. Of course, like any mom, I do want to look put together and presentable whenever I'm out in public and all of that, just to, you know, give myself some more confidence and make me feel much better about myself, you know. I am barefaced, so I don't have any makeup on. I don't even have brows. I want to show you guys how I do my makeup routine, and that's including how I prep my skin for makeup, and that's what we're going to start with. So we're going to start off with just the 2 skincare. Obviously I wash my face first, but I'm not going to show you guys how I wash my face. But after I wash my face, I'm going to show you guys what the 2 skincare are, or skincare items that I use to prep my skin before I go in with the actual makeup. Let's just go ahead and start. So the first thing that we're going to start off with is this one from Earth Harbor. This is the Aurora serum, and it looks like this, and it is a dropper, so I really love that right there. I'm actually going to zoom you guys in so you guys can see better. Alright, we are nice and zoomed. So like I said, I'm going to be going in with this Aurora serum first, and it does have a dropper. So I did take a shower a few hours ago this morning, and I did apply the moisturizer that I'm about to show you, but I didn't apply serum. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to apply serum first and then the moisturizer. So what I like to do is I just go in with the dropper directly onto my face and work it on my skin. And I do apply a very generous amount on the nose area, just because I tend to get dry around that area, and when it's dry around the area, the foundation tends to stick more. Alright, so now that we got the serum onto our skin and just let it sit there for a little bit, we're going to go ahead and move on to moisturizer. And I do believe that moisturizing your skin before, or just prepping your skin before any makeup routine is so essential, because it does help your makeup look much better and look more flawless, and it's just a great thing to do before you apply makeup. So you can apply any moisturizer, your favorite moisturizer, and for me, I love anything that's hydrating, especially during the winter. I've been using this one from Alpha. This is the Holy Hydration Face Cream. So it looks like so, and it is super affordable, and I think this is my my fourth tub that I purchased, and I love it. This is what it looks like. It's like a moisturizer consistency, and I do store my serum and my moisturizer in my skincare fridge because I do own one, and it's so good, and it feels so great when you apply moisturizer straight from the fridge because just the cooling effect, it's so amazing. So I'm just gonna blend this onto my skin, and again I put a lot of moisturizer around my nose, making sure that the nose area gets a lot of moisturizing loving right there, and also my chin area. Before I move on to my actual makeup routine, like putting on the actual makeup, I'm going to go ahead and prep my lip for my lip product that I'll be applying later on towards the end of the video, and I've been loving this one. This is from Seraphine Botanicals, and this is the Whimsical Wisteria Lip Potion. So this is what it looks like, and it has like this sugary scrub consistency. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that right there. And I just basically apply this to my lips, and just like that. So this will help my lips get prepped for my lip product, for whatever lip product I apply for later on during this video. Alright, so now that our skin is nice and hydrated and moisturized, we can now move on to foundation. So primer and foundation. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is primer, and this step is actually optional. If you guys don't want to put primer on, that's totally fine, but I like to be extra and put another layer of primer, especially a hydrating one. And one of my favorite hydrating primers is this one from First Aid Beauty, and this is the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. We did receive this in a BOXYCHARM a couple of months ago, and I have been loving it, and I've been using it. This is in my everyday makeup drawer, and it's just one of my go-tos. So it is in a squeezy tube, so I'm just gonna apply this much right there, and I'm gonna again just work that, or just dot it all over my face, and going a little heavy-handed around the nose area, and then I'm just gonna work that onto my skin. Okay, so I just did lower the ISO just so you can see the foundation better and I don't look so washed out. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on with my next primer, and this is a pore minimizing primer. I do have a lot of pores around this nose area right here, so I like to apply a pore minimizing primer just so the foundation doesn't cling to it. So I'm going to be using the Touch and Soul No Problem primer. So I've been loving this. We again received this in BOXYCHARM a couple of years ago, and it's still in good condition. So it looks like so. And I'm just gonna work that on my fingers and then pat it, like pat up on where I have a lot of pores. And again, it's around this area right here. Now that we got that settled, we're going to go ahead and move on to foundation. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, and I'm going to be putting all of the products that I listed in the description box below, or that I mentioned in the description box below, as well as all of the tools like brushes and sponges on the screen, this way, on the screen, so you guys can use that as reference, and I'll also include any of the shades that I used as well. So this is what I'll be using today, and the video that I filmed yesterday was actually a get ready with me type of video. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm actually going to be sleeping over at my mom's house. I guess it's kind of like a get ready with me. I'm going to apply this. It's a squeezy tube, and I'm going to apply just this much, and the coverage of this is medium coverage, and you can build it up to full coverage. It is a buildable coverage, or a buildable foundation, really like that. So I'm just gonna put that on my fingers and dot that all over my face. And side note, I have not washed any of my brushes, but majority of these brushes I have used for all of these items that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, so it's not really contaminating anything. But to blend my foundation in, I either go in with a sponge, but lately I've been loving blending out this foundation with this one. This is from It Cosmetics, and this is just one of the limited edition brushes that they always come out with during October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I'm going to be using this one to blend this out, and I'm just gonna dab this first and then blend that in. And usually I'll just swipe it instead of applying it in circular motion, just because I feel like I get a more even coverage by doing that. And then by patting or bouncing the foundation brush before swiping it helps it like sink into the skin better, at least in my opinion. And I do have leftover mascara on my lower lashes from yesterday. Worry about that one, let's not mind that. So my skin is looking pretty glowy, and I'm just gonna take whatever was on the back of my hand right directly on my brush and just have whatever excess was in there, and then just again blend that out. So that's basically my second layer of foundation. And this one is actually a tinted moisturizer, a tinted moisturizer, and I really love it. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not matte, that is for sure, but it gives you this really nice glow from within, and I love it. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to concealer, and for concealer I'm gonna be using this one from e.l.f. and this is just the 16-hour camo concealer, and it looks like so. I either gravitate towards this or the Tarte Shape Tape. Both are in my everyday makeup drawer, and I love both of them equally. We somehow got a little bit warmer there with the tone, but anyway, like I was saying, I either have the Tarte Shape Tape or camo concealer in my drawer. Like, I use either one, so for today I'm just gonna use this one. So I really love this. This is a very affordable concealer. The doe foot applicator looks like so, and I've been applying my concealer very differently nowadays. I'm gonna show you how. So what I do is I will put one right there, like diagonal on the inner corners of my eye, and then I'll put the other one in an angular motion towards the eyebrows, and then I'll put just a little bit of it on my lid, and then I will do the same thing on the other side. And then I'll put just a little bit on the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, cupid's bow, this area around my nose right here, and then my mouth area, which I actually just swipe up like that. And then if I don't have any breakout on my chin, I will apply a little bit on my chin area, but I have a little bit of breakout there. But I use whatever is left over in the sponge and just blend that out in there. I'm going to take my e.l.f. sponge right here, and I'm sorry if the lighting keeps changing, the sun keeps coming in and out. I'm going to take my e.l.f. sponge, and then I'm just going to blend this away. And I'm going to start in the inner corners and blend it down, and then work my way this way. Just having your concealer facing that way, like in an angular upward motion, just gives you a more lifted eye effect, and it doesn't weigh your eyelid. That makes sense. And then I'll just blend whatever concealer is on my lids, and then I will do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my eyes. I'm going to be taking this one right here. This is from Beauty Bakery, and yesterday was the first time that I actually tried it on camera, but I did not see that. So we're going to pretend that we're going to try this again on camera for the first time, and it looks like that, the packaging. And it does have a little sifter, you guys can see that, and you can just twist it so it doesn't make any like messes or anything. So what I like to do is I'll just take this and just flip it upside down and just put some on the cap. And then I'm going to take my damp beauty sponge and I just dip it like that, and then work that underneath my eyes. I'm also going to apply that on the bridge of my nose, forehead, and anywhere else where I applied concealer. Up next is setting the rest of the face, and I'm going to go ahead and take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Setting Powder. I love this to set the rest of my face. I feel like it helps my makeup stay in place, and it also doesn't transfer as much makeup onto the mask, because nowadays we're still wearing masks. I am fully vaccinated, but I still wear masks whenever I go out, because I know there are places out there that still require those who wear masks, and even if they didn't, we still wear masks just to have that extra protection. But I like this powder so much. I am going to do the same thing that I did with the Beauty Bakery product, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap this much off. And then I'm going to take the flat top of the beauty sponge and stamp it right there. And then I'm going to stamp it all over my face. This is just to help set that makeup and that foundation in place, but using a damp sponge and just applying it in like stamping motion, it just helps it stay in place even more. So normally when we go out, I normally apply another layer of foundation powder around this area right here, so it looks like it's really like I'm baking, but I'm just putting it right here and also around this area, basically wherever the mask touches my face. But being that I'm only going to my mom's house, she lives in the same complex as I do, but different building, I'm not going to do that. But that's what I suggest for you guys if you want your makeup to stay in place even better, is to apply a second layer of powder and just let that sit there for a little bit, brush it off, and then apply a great amount of setting spray, nothing dewy or anything, and it'll just keep that makeup in place. That is that. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face with a setting spray, and this has been one of my go-tos, and this is from ColourPop, and this is the Pretty Fresh Setting Mist, and this has hyaluronic acid. So I'm going to go ahead and split my face and then use this fan. Where's my fan? Use my fan to just fan it out. Alright, we are halfway done with this makeup routine. So the next thing that I do is apply or do my brows, and I'm going to be using my tried and true, the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil, and this is just in the shade Deep Brown. So I really love this. It does have the spoolie on one side and the product on the other side. And then the other thing that I love about this is that it is retractable. Okay, so I'm gonna go and do one of the brows, or this brow first, and then go off camera and do the other brow. So what I wanted to show you guys, in case you guys are new to my channel. Also, I did go to Walmart yesterday. I vlogged about it. That vlog should be up on my channel by the time you guys see this. But I found this one in Walmart. This is the Profusion collab with Mean Girls, and they had the mirror, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to use this to, look closely so I can see my brows. So I'm going to start by taking this spoolie side and just spoolie this end of my brow upward, and then this other end of my brow going that way. And then I'm going to take the actual product and then apply my brows. So I just usually start on this end and then work the tail towards the other end. And then just fill in that sparse area right there. And then I'll just ever so slightly draw little bits of strokes of hairs in this end right here. And then I'm gonna spoolie this end upwards and that way, just so it gives that gradient effect. And then I'm going to show you guys how I carve it before I go and do the other brows off camera. So I'm going to take this brush right here from Alamar Cosmetics, and then I'm going to take my concealer. You can take whatever concealer, but I just use whatever concealer I've been using, and just apply a little bit of it onto the back of my hand, just enough. And then I'll take this side. This is my concealer brush, so that's why it looks like this. And then I'm going to take a little bit of it and then carve my brows to whatever shape I want. Let me start on that end and then work my way towards the brow, the end of the tail of the brow. And voila, these eyebrows are done. So I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and do this brow, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the brows are done. So now we're going to go ahead and finish up the eyes. So when I said minimalistic, I meant that I only put mascara on there and then a little bit of eyeliner on the waterline, and then I put a highlighter just on the inner corners, and that is it. No eyeshadows, no bronzers, not anything on the actual eyelid. That just saves me so much time, and it cuts my makeup routine a little bit more, a little bit less. Yeah, I've been loving that. So we're gonna go ahead and do my mascara. So I'm gonna curl my lashes first. And then for mascara, I'm gonna be using my other tried and true. This is from Essence, and this is the Lash Princess mascara, and this is just in the green tube. And what I love about this, it just gives me that falsies looking effect. I don't wear falsies quite a lot. I only wear that one very special occasion. Very special occasion. This really gives my lashes a great volume and great length. I only need 2 coats of this, 2 coats on my upper lashes and 1 coat for my lower lashes, and we are good to go. So I'm going to be using this for today, and the one looks like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply the first coat. I did buy a second one, a second tube, because my daughter actually took my other new one. So I placed an order from Ulta a couple weeks ago, and I bought myself a new tube of Essence mascara. Alright, so that's 1 coat. I'm gonna go do the other side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the other side and apply the second coat. Now when I apply the second coat, I like to wiggle my wand and just wiggle it from the bottom of the lash all the way to the top to give that volume and length, and to also make sure that the mascara or the product is evenly distributed. And there you have it. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I also like to kind of look at my mirror like this way and looking this way, if that makes sense. Just because I can see how I apply my mascara product a little bit better rather than like this, you know. So before I apply mascara onto my lower lashes, I'm gonna apply eyeliner on my waterline. So for eyeliner, for the waterline, I'm gonna be using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner, and this is just in the shade Nude, Honeydew Nude, and it is retractable. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my lower lashes, or my lower lash line. And applying like a nude or white eyeliner onto your waterline kind of just opens up your eyes a little bit more and makes you look more awake, and it doesn't just pull your eyes down. So rather than applying like a black or deep brown eyeliner for your waterline, when you're doing like a simple makeup or any makeup in general, if you want your eyes to be more open and awake, use a more nude kind of shade, like I have the Honeydew liner from ColourPop, or the white one. I know Callistack loved the white one. I forgot the name of it, but it's also from ColourPop. I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara onto the lower lashes now, and I'm going to go back to the Essence Lash Princess mascara, and I'm going to apply just 1 coat. So the eyes are almost done. I'm going to go ahead and save the inner corners for last. Now I'm going to go in with bronzer, and for bronzer today I'm going to be using the Ofra bronzer, and this is in the shade Versatile Matte, and it looks like so pretty. And I'm going to take this on a pointed blush brush. This is actually a blush brush, but I like using it for a bronzer. This is from Royal and Langnickel, and I'm just going to go ahead and dip my brush onto the product and then work my way and bronze up the skin a little bit. And then I'm going to take that on my forehead, and then just take whatever is left on the jawline. Now we're going to move on to blush, and then for blush I'm going to be using this one from Essence, and this is the blush. This is in the shade Befitting, and it looks like so. Very beautiful, everyday, rosy shade of pink. And I'm just going to take this on a luxy brush, the blush brush. I really love this. And I'm just going to tap my brush right there, tap off the excess, and apply that. I love the fact that this blush has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it just gives my cheeks a little bit of a glow from within look. I bought a couple of putty blushes from e.l.f. and I have yet to try it out, and I want to try it out in a video. That'll be my next video right there. Alright, and then we're gonna go back to the blush in a little bit, and then I'm gonna go and take this dual fiber brush from Mascara, and I'm just gonna blend those two together so they look merry and happy. And then before I apply highlighter, I'm gonna spritz my face one last time, on a second to last time, and it'll just help sink in. It'll help the powder sink into the skin much better. Alright, for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with this one. This was another new product that I tried in yesterday's video when I tried to film it and it didn't work. But this is from Benefit, and this is the cookie highlighter. I hauled this in an auto haul a couple of videos ago. I'll link that in the description box as well as on the screen somewhere in a card. But I have been wanting this, and my 14-year-old daughter actually wants one too, so maybe for Christmas she'll get one. It does come with like a little brush right there, but I'm not going to use that, but I'm not going to throw it away either. And then the extra product is this one. It's so pretty, so beautiful, and I'm just going to take my Morphe brush and dip that onto the product right there, tap off the excess, and apply that onto my cheeks. Ooh, we're going to glow tonight at my mother's house. My goodness. Yeah, we're going to blend that out, don't worry, but a little too much. Okay, and I also like to take the highlighter on the apples of my cheeks, just so when I smile it just has a little bit of a glow to it. And then I'm going to take this on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and the eyebrows right there. And when I'm not wearing a mask, I'll apply this on my cupid's bow, but when I am, I won't do that. But being that I'm not going to be wearing a mask today, I'm going to apply that on my cupid's bow. Then we're going to go and blend this like crazy, especially this side. I'm going to take that Mascara brush again, and then I'm going to take my blush brush, and without adding any other product onto it, I'm just going to have that right there, just so it looks right there blended. Alright, we're going to go back to the highlighter shade, and I'm just going to take a little brush right here, and I'm just going to highlight the inner corners using the cookie highlighter. And I'm just going to slowly dip my brush right there and apply highlighter on the inner corners. And that is that. And then one last time, I'm going to spritz my face with the ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. So to finish off this look, I usually just take any liquid lipstick, lip gloss, lip liner with lip gloss on top. But for today, I'm just going to be using this one from Smashbox. And this is the Always On liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Audition. And I had the packaging yesterday and I threw it out. So this is in the shade Audition, and I'm just going to apply this. This is more of like a pinky mauve shade right there, and the doe fit looks like so. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. Oh, actually, first I'm going to wipe off the lip potion that I applied earlier. Then we're going to go ahead and apply this product. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. This is how the makeup look turned out. This is just my everyday or go-to simple, very minimalistic mommy makeup routine. Again, the minimalistic part is not applying any eyeshadows, but just the little highlighter on the inner corners of my eyes. That's the minimalistic part. I really love how my makeup always turns out. I of course use different products sometimes, but this is just the way that I go when I want to save time but still look good and presentable whenever I'm running errands with my husband and kids. So this is what I just put together, but I wanted to share this with you guys because A, I have not done a makeup tutorial here on my channel for so long, and B, I know that I have some mommy friends over here that are part of my subscribers, and I really do appreciate it. Hopefully it's saved in my SD card. Praying for the best, you guys. Praying for the best. If you guys have not done so already, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and also hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on any of my future uploads. If you guys like this video, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know down below if you're a mommy or whether you're a mommy or a busy person, what is your go-to 10-15 minute makeup routine? What products do you like to use? All that good stuff. Let me know in the comments down below. I would really love to hear from you guys. But yeah, that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave.